That was a scene from Man of Steel. It shows what it felt like in the movies for a young Superman when all of his senses came rushing to him. And it really is a similar feeling that thousands of children feel in our area every day. So we're talking about children with autism. Joining us now is Lou Berman, founder of Louie's Voice.
And who is Louie? Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Who is Louie?
Louie is my son. He's
How old?
16.
And where on the spectrum of autism is he?
Louie is quite severe. He's nonverbal, has been that way pretty much since the time he was developing as a toddler.
Think of all the people that are watching this show right now who know someone, some family, maybe in their own family, dealing with autism. And for 20 years, I swear, I've been struggling to understand exactly what autism is. And then I met you, and you cleared it up for me in about 30 seconds. Do you mind doing that demo?
Absolutely.
Lou, what is autism?
Well, autism is a very wide-ranging of symptoms, but the best way I could describe it to you is that it's a mental disorder, obviously, but there's a lot of social challenges that children with autism have, even adults with autism. They don't interact and understand and communicate as you and I would.
Well, your son's 16.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak.
No.
16 years, he does not speak.
No, but he cognitively understands everything that's going on around him. But there's a disconnect between here and here.
What is autism?
Well, I'm going to show you. Put this piece of tape on your mouth. All right. Now, I'm not going to hurt you. But the intensity of the moment. So, you're in a residential institution. Your parents are gone. Where's your mom? Where is your dad? How come you can't drive that car? Do you like that girl? Do you want to ask her to the prom? How do you feel? Why are you taking all these medicines and why can't you tell me what's going on? If your parents have passed or you had a death in the family, tell me about how that feels. You just really understood for the first time what it's like to have autism.
So it's that you know the answers and you know what's going on, you just can't respond?
You can't respond. You can't interact and adjust and talk about things that we're discussing now. You can't even make simple requests sometimes for things like medicine, food, water, simple things of like just having a headache where you would say, hey, I'm gonna go get an aspirin. These children, even the adults, don't have the ability to convey that. So you see very often in sometimes severe cases of autism where the fact that they can't communicate like that, even in a lot of cases, causes a psychosis.
Like you said, there is a large spectrum, and your Louie is way at the upper end of it. He doesn't speak.
But I'm going to tell you that there's some new data that just came out. There's about 35% of all autistics worldwide are nonverbal.
Is that right?
35% of all of the ones now, you have varying degrees, but 30 to 35% are nonverbal. Up to 50% have verbal challenges.
And think of it certainly affects everybody in the family. You also have a daughter.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
I mean, you said that autism doesn't affect just an individual.
No, autism never affects just the individual. It affects the family. You know, there's times when you want to go to different birthday parties and have events and even going to a Phillies game, going to the shore, all things like that we would all just take for granted and pack the kids in the car and say, let's go.
Marriages end.
Marriages end. 80% of special needs families end in divorce.
What are you hoping then, because that was really powerful to see that demonstration there, what are you hoping that people will see and know then from this?
We would hope that people would gain a greater understanding of what that scenario is like. And when people ask me, what's it like to have autism, I say, put a piece of tape over your mouth and see how long you can go.
Yeah, well, I love what you're doing here because you're doing one of these little challenges. Maybe that's not the right term to use, but why don't we try to get that trending on Twitter and other social media by doing a Louie challenge?
Yeah, the Louie's Voice Challenge is...
So how would I do it?
Well, if you wanted to do the Louie's Voice Challenge, you put the tape on your mouth.
Okay.
And then you just give them a great camera look and you peel the tape off and say...
I'm doing this.
No, you say, I'm Mike Jarek.
I'm Mike Jarek.
And I am Louie's Voice.
I'm Mike Jarek and I'm Louie's Voice.
Right.
So everybody do that.
Yeah, everybody do that and we'll see if we can get it to trend.
Okay. Good to
this
see you,
is
man.
great for
Thank
greater
you.
understanding
Wow.
of autism. It's something.
But it's so simple to do too.
It's easy.
Just any kind of tape you
Takes
want.
2 seconds.
Boom.
Make sure you tag your friends in your Facebook or your Instagram to go ahead and nominate 3 other people to do it too, because that's how it'll get
Should I
going.
use a hashtag or anything?
Hashtag Louis' voice is great. Hashtag Mike
Louis'
Jarrett is
voice.
great too.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do Louis' voice. All right.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Lou.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Lou.
All right.
So will they get him?